Welcome back to the cryptowrld channel, everyone. My name is Josh, and right now the price of Ethereum is still fighting to maintain above this area of support as we are seeing the US stock market open, and right now it is getting bought up in the shorter term. So I'll be covering all of that and more in this video, so definitely stick around to the end of the video so that you don't miss out on any of this important information. And just before we get into it, you might as well leave a like down below, and if you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe with notifications turned on for more updates just like this every single day. But with all of that out of the way, let's get straight into what this video is about. So right here, we're on the Ethereum to US dollar chart on the daily time frame, and as I mentioned in the intro of this video, we are still fighting to maintain above this area of support, which is coming into play in between 2.3k and 2.4k. And yesterday we did end up seeing a wick form below that area of support, but we never saw a daily candle close below that level of support. So obviously, if the price of Ethereum continues to maintain above around 2.3k, that would be great to see, because if not, if we see a daily candle close below 2.3k and some more confirmation of the break of that level, then in that case, we don't have a lot of support left for Ethereum until we reach this lower box coming in at the May, June, and July lows, which is coming into play at around 17 to 1800 US dollars per Ethereum. But one thing to keep in mind is that the Ethereum RSI on the daily time frame is well into oversold territories right now, and it has been in oversold territories for the past few days, and that does not happen very often. The last time the Ethereum RSI on the daily chart entered into oversold territories outside of this pullback that we've seen over the past couple months was all the way back in the March 2020 crash nearly 2 years ago. And speaking about the Ethereum RSI, taking a look at it on the 3-day time frame, of course we are still obviously in a downtrend, but we are now seeing the Ethereum 3-day RSI enter into oversold territories for the first time since the end of 2019. And one possible signal that I'll be looking out for in order to potentially confirm a reversal is if the 3-day RSI also performs a reversal. So if we break above this descending line of resistance and also start forming some higher lows and higher highs on the 3-day RSI for Ethereum, something like that would potentially lead into the recovery in the price of Ethereum, as we have seen many times over years worth of price action. But I want to make it clear that right now we have not seen that signal. We are still heading to the downside, and we haven't technically confirmed a bottom or a recovery just yet. Another significant line of support to pay attention to is this line right here on the daily time frame for Ethereum, and that is coming in at around 2.3k approximately, which obviously lines up very well with that area of support that I mentioned in the beginning of this video. So as I said earlier, if we see a break below that important level, then we could be heading down towards the June and July lows. But while the Ethereum price is maintaining above 2.3k, we could see a bounce from that level if we continue to play out this fractal that I shared yesterday on the channel. If you want a more detailed explanation on this fractal right here, definitely check out my Ethereum update video that I posted yesterday on the channel. But even without seeing that video, for anyone new to the channel, I'm sure you can see the similarities between the current price action and what we saw around 4 years ago approximately. And so basically, if we see an immediate break below 2.3k, then that would invalidate this fractal. But if we see a bounce from 2.3k and head further to the upside, then technically speaking, this fractal might still be valid. So right now we are at a possible turning point, but as I said earlier, we have not confirmed a bottom just yet, and it's also important to keep an eye on what the stock markets are doing, which I'll be talking about in just a moment. But before we talk about that, just giving you a quick update on the Ethereum estimated leverage ratio, which is still exploding into record highs. This is a big deal for Ethereum holders because at some point we're going to have to squeeze out a lot of this leverage, but as of right now, and especially just recently over the last few days, this has been exploding to the upside, as I just mentioned. And if you are new to the channel and you have no idea about this chart, definitely check out my last Ethereum video that I posted yesterday on the channel. Now giving you a quick update on the US stock markets. First of all, the S&P 500 index here on the daily time frame did open just below where we closed yesterday, and we pretty much immediately fell into the red, but we have seen a bit of a wick form to the downside, at least at the time of filming this video. And one thing to keep in mind is that yesterday's daily candle on the S&P 500 index started off as a red daily candle, and in fact we saw a lot of bearish price action, but we ended the day as a green daily candle. We saw a late market rally before the stock market closed. So obviously if we were to repeat what we saw yesterday with some sort of bullish close, then in that case that would also be bullish for the crypto markets. But for now that remains to be seen, so it's just a waiting game at the moment, and obviously we haven't actually confirmed a bottom in the stock markets right now. And just taking a look at the Nasdaq 100 index on the same daily time frame, we are seeing a very similar thing. So I won't go over this too much here on the daily charts, but here on the 3-day time frame, of course, we are beginning to enter into oversold territories on the 3-day RSI for the Nasdaq 100 index. And as I mentioned in yesterday's Ethereum update video, apart from this time that we're seeing right now, there's only been 2 other times over the past 1 decade where the Nasdaq 100 index on the 3-day chart has entered into oversold territories in the RSI. So if that does not tell you that we are in a rare opportunity right now, I don't know what does. But once again, I want to make this extra clear that just because we're seeing this happening, that doesn't mean that we are at the exact bottom right now or anything like that. So yes, technically speaking, we can go lower, keep that in mind. But obviously, if you're looking at all of these other times that we entered into oversold territories on the 3-day RSI for the Nasdaq 100 index, they turn out to be amazing buying opportunities if you're dollar cost averaging and holding for the longer term. But that is not financial advice, it's just telling you what has happened in the past. And if you want to get extra updates on the stock markets and extra updates on the crypto markets throughout the day, make sure you follow me over on my Twitter, and the link to my Twitter is in the description down below and also in the pinned comment. If you made it this far in the video, you might as well leave a like down below, and if you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe with notifications turned on so that you don't miss out on any of these important updates that I post every single day. As always, I honestly do appreciate all of your support in the channel at the moment. I can't thank you enough. And also, for anyone that is new to the channel, feel free to check out one of these videos just here, because these uploads can potentially help you make more money in the crypto markets, even if the markets are going to the downside. But anyway, that is everything that I have to say for today. I really hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next video.